So last time we started with basically the introduction of sales, right? 7 generation of sales process evaluation of that, and thereafter we went through one presentation out of which we wanted to know that how the salespersons, what will be their roles in corporates, what are the challenges they may face in future and life in corporate, and how they can overcome. Then also we tried to understand that about some sales target, how unethical, unrealistic targets can demotivate salespeople. We tried to understand all cross-functional factors which can affect a salesperson's performance, because salesperson's performance is most important, for any company. So if any company is ignoring to support salespeople through different cross-functional factors, to be honest, that company is doing some mistake, and sooner or later they will get to know that it will collapse. And there are many examples to that. I gave you the examples of AGC network, wherein the collection team could not make the collections properly on time, and that is the reason entire AGC network collapsed. Okay, it is not because of the salesperson. Then I gave you the examples of bad customer service interactions of Reliance. Also, we talked about some good interactions of Vodafone practices and all. So it is a mixed bag of experience in the corporate. I do not know, or really nobody knows what is going to be in future. But however, we try to understand what are the basics, of salespeople when they are getting into the corporate, and what kind of challenges they can face on that. Now let's start with the sales planning. Now we will be studying sales planning, sales quotas, sales budget, sales forecasting, and so on and so forth. So channel distribution, logistic management, not logistic, distribution, and then how Flipkart and other people, they do Swiggy, they do the Zomato, they use this distribution system, and many things. Whatever it will pop up, it will come one by one. I'll keep on discussing. Now let's start with uh, one major understanding of sales planning. Now, sales planning, everybody knows. I do not need to tell you that everybody knows that sales planning is most important in any organizations. Okay, and it guides the organization to achieve the certain objectives. Now, certain objectives, it may be long-term objectives, maybe short-term objectives. Okay, it may be anything. Based on that, companies, they prepare their objectives and then plans, and then sales executives, they are on the field or online nowadays. Okay, and they try to capture the customers and the markets and all as well as. Okay, and it is not only that. If your sales planning is good, then it is obvious that it will be leading to the profitable business. Okay, the sales planning, in short, is that how we'll make the sales, how your executives are going to make the sales, so that you can achieve as per the revenue target, or the you can achieve as per the uh, company's objectives. Now, this planning is not only important for only for the sake of companies and all, but it is to understood also, okay, of its different influential, what I say, different influences on different managerial functions. So we'll discuss one by one on that. Now, if I talk about that, one point is this, that better implementation of corporate plans. Now, in marketing management, we discuss something that corporate plan, a business plan, and the functional plan. If you remember, corporate level, business level, and function level. So corporate level means when MD, CEOs, they sit together and discuss that what is going to happen 5 years down the line, 3 years down the line, 10 years down the line. What is the big shot? What is the strategic planning? Okay, and then it comes to boil down to middle level, and then it comes down to the execution level or the function level. I'm not getting into that, but the point is relating to that. There is a context of that, that if you do good sales planning, that means you're getting good revenue as per the company objectives, and eventually, it is supporting your corporate plan or top level planning. So that is one thing. It also can be the can show the sense of direction. That means, in short, that if I'm thinking that year on year, month on month, year on year, quarter on quarter, I am expecting or I'm planning to get 10% increment in sales or revenue. Okay. So in that case, it is giving a direction that after 10 months or after 10 years, I'm going to make it double my revenue or my sales or whatsoever, right? So this is giving a sense of direction, not only in terms of revenue and all, but in terms of everything. So you know that s- see, sales is important for the sake of revenue bringing and all of those things. But where those revenues are getting used, those revenues are getting used to other sales functions or cross functions. Like you can say that if you are in IT, you can say that IT managers are getting money or salaries, or IT executives and entire IT team is getting salaries for their projects, for their efforts which they are making, for the companies and all. Then other thing is collection, customer service, branding, marketing. All these departments need money for themselves to run their kitchen as a remuneration, and also to run the company operations. So when I'm talking about it provides the certain direction, sense of direction. It is not only that how much they're earning year on year, month on month, growth, not growth, and so on and so forth, but also to overall thing that in sales operation, distribution, logistic, employee well-being, everything, how we will decide. That also gives the sense. In short, think that you are predicting that there might be a major dip because recession is coming. You know that very practical example I'm telling you, that that recession is coming, or in UK, US, that recession has hit already, isn't it? You are aware about that, right? If I'm not wrong. If that is the case, you must have seen that companies, different companies have freezed their new recruitments. Now, question is why? Because they are sensing that next 1 year, maybe there will be not coming that inflow of good revenues, or there may be a hit of sales and revenues out there, and that is the reason they are sensing that okay, it is not better not to recruit new people and get into the trouble for both, for companies also, outsiders also, or the new people also, isn't it? So that also gives a good sense of direction that how business will be run. It is not that sales planning is done only to get the revenue, get the incentive for the salespeople, or hitting the target. It's not like that. It's an overall sense. Hope you have understood in that. Now, when you talk about the focus on realistic objectives, we know that why we talk about the realistic objectives. You know that the moment I told you that you for this moment when you are starting this sales and distribution, you think that you are a salesperson. Now, if you are a salesperson, then you know that you are having a target to achieve. Now, if certain today I will be discussing about the sales quotas and targets. I will focus in depth, taking some numbers, values, and all, how targets and quotas are fit and all. Maybe after this one, okay. But for the timing, you understand, or for the timing, you know, for the sake of these discussions, you consider that you're having a certain target to achieve. Now you know that target may not be achieved, or it is unrealistic. Okay, how come unrealistic? What is that? We'll discuss later on. Don't worry. So think that every quarter you are doing 1 crore target. You know about the product, you know about your territory, you know about your market. Okay, and you're making that business and all, right? Now suddenly new manager came. He thought something, he planned something, he did some sales planning and all. He doubled your target instead of 1 crore to 2 crore, which you know it is unrealistic. So if it is unrealistic, then also we get to know in terms of sales planning. We'll be doing some sales forecasting later on. So we'll understand that how much increment we can expect year on year, month on month, or how come we can expect that how much revenue can come from a certain company, certain accounts, and so on and so forth. So if there is any unrealistic target or unrealistic objective is set, okay, that in 1 year this company will be doubled, in 1 year will become uh, almost equal to 100 years company, maybe may not be, I'm just saying. If that is also unrealistic objective, that also can be identified through this sales planning, because I told you sales planning is done not only to get hit the target and to get the revenues and all, or the targets and all, fulfill the target, but also, okay, it gives the sense of direction for the overall business and the company planning. Now, I do not know how many of you know that when yearly sales planning is done, okay, sales budgeting is done, sales planning is done. Generally, each and every company has different timeline. Some companies they follow January to December timeline, fiscal year. Some companies they follow for the sales. Most of the companies from April 1 to March 31st. So whatever US companies generally they consider January to December, and non-US companies generally they follow January to March, this cycle for budgeting and for sales planning and all. So if you have observed, I don't know whether you are at any point of time you are the part of that practice or not, you will see each and every year sales team or the top management they are going somewhere else, going to Goa, going to Singapore, going to Delhi, going to Chennai, wherever for a sales meet. So in terms of sales meet, budget meet, and so on and so forth. So therein what happens that they plan. We used to do the exercise, sales planning exercise. That means whatever a number of accounts I am having, accounts means we call it the customers in my hand. So what a number of customers I am having in my hand, I am planning that account specific, that how much business can come, how much incremented business can come, what happened last time, where we went wrong, okay, salespeople went wrong, what we can improve. All these discussions happen, and at the end of the day or 2 days session, we come up with one sales planning in our hand. That these are the plan. Next year, month on sorry, next financial year, month on month, we'll be focusing this point. Support is required from this department. Budget is required from this finance, and so on and so forth. So that also improves the good coordination in between all sales team and the top management. Generally, it happens with the sales team and top management. No other team members are included in sales planning and all to some extent. Okay, so there are many things are there. Like there is another point is um, I will say that ensure healthy relationship in between the sales personnel. Now, the moment all the sales people, sales personnel are engaged together, they're doing certain activities and all. So coordination increases, communication increases. Generally, what happens in between salespeople, there is always a fight. Whether he is doing his target or not, why I am not doing my target, whether I can exceed my target or not, whether I'm getting incentive or not, whether he is getting how much incentive. Lot of fight happens to some extent, throughout the year. Whether it is spoken, it is out or not, but all the salespeople are same like this. Okay, some sort of jealousy, some sort of competition is there. The right word is some sort of healthy competition is there always. Okay, so the moment we are engaging them, okay, in the planning process, then each and everybody is talking to them. Each and everybody is trying to understand that what is happening in their accounts. Okay, I am sharing my experience with my accounts. Maybe I am handling the IT companies. Someone else is handling the banking and financial companies, fintech companies. Somebody else is handling manufacturing. So overall understanding about the market, companies, process, what is happening there, maybe in Bangalore, maybe my territory, maybe others territory, maybe in India, maybe abroad. I don't know how much, what kind of sales meet is happening. Some meets are happening, international sales meets. Okay, Arcadine, they used to travel from Mumbai to across India, Mumbai, Bangalore offices to Singapore, Maldives. Okay, all of these places for international conferences in terms of sales planning. So it depends. So when we are meeting or salespeople are meeting, so coordination extends. Then what happens? What is the benefit in that? Think that HCL, the practical experience I'm telling you. Think that I am handling HCL. HCL has multiple offices across India, and HCL also has multiple offices across other than India side, right? Outside of India, Singapore, Sri Lanka, maybe US, and so on and so forth. When this sales planning is happening in international location or internationally it is happening, then you can expect that Indian sales team, foreign sales team, they are accumulating together. Now, what is the benefit in that? Benefit in terms of one, I said that coordination, communication is improved. Second benefit is as a salesperson, I'm trying to I'm having this knowledge now that what is happening in Bangalore and as well as what is happening in US, Singapore and all. Because they are coordinating, they are talking to us. We are sharing our experiences with each other. And the third most important thing is why it is required. See, at the end of the day, uh, the policy, most of the companies' policy is customers first. Now, think that HCL is a big giant. I am handling that customer from Bangalore office, and tomorrow some problem is happening in HCL Gurgaon office. Then how will I coordinate that? I cannot go there because I am a salesperson all the time. Traveling for service part it is not allowed. Only for sales part we can go. So in that case, what I need to do, I need to rely on my counterpart from my company who is sitting there in Gurgaon, who is handling HCL as an account manager out there. That let's say Abhishek, do one thing. There is a problem in HCL. They are not able to make this coordination. Maybe MPLS line is down. Maybe whatsoever. You please go and talk to that authorized signatory and get it done. So if this coordination is not there, then salespeople will say, I don't know. It is your account here, there you manage it. So there will be a serious disconnect. Now, maybe technically he is correct. That why he will spend one day of time going to HCL office there, wherein, you supposed to go there, something like that in terms of relationship. But if this kind of coordination happens, then at the end of the day, customer is happy and customer will be retained with that particular company, and the long term they can get the business. That is the main motto. Similarly, same concept you apply for the foreign locations. Now in India also we can understand, okay sir, it's a matter of 10,000, 20,000 spend. Somebody can go in the morning, evening he can come back. It will be hardly 4,000, 4,000, 8,000 to 10,000 cost. Or if you want to stay there one day also, it's another 5,000, 10,000 cost. That's it. So 20,000 somebody can go. But you think when I'm talking about same thing, HCL here, this company, and HCL another counterpart there in Singapore. What will happen in that case? Definitely all the people cannot travel like this, right? So in that case, this coordination is important, and that comes through this healthy relationship and the collaboration. Yeah. The last point, whatever I can say that due to this sales planning, it reduces uncertainty and the risk. Now, what is uncertainty and the risk? Now think that if there is no proper coordinations, then a risk come that as a company, let's say example, whatever just right now I have given to you, HCL may be unhappy. And if HCL is unhappy, maybe over the period of time, 6 months, 10 months, they can churn out from our customer base. So that is a risk for company. Because of one small coordination, because of something, whatever, one big customer, if they're churning out from the customer base of a certain company, it's a big threat, big risk. So many things it may happen. Okay. Not only that, salespeople are the first front face for the market and the competition. And now, if you think also, we salespeople try to maintain healthy relationship with all the customers. Now, whenever we are meeting with the authorized signatories in the in customer's place in their office, it is not only we discuss about the sales. Every time if I talk about sales, give me order, give me order, give me order, sales. I have target. Nobody will give you the order. But the fact is, we need to maintain the relationship with them. So we used to go there sometimes. That sir, how are you? I was just passing by this place. I thought I will drop into you. Okay, how are you? Let's have a cup of coffee together. Are you facing any problem? Is there any issue? All of those things generally we discuss. Now you think that customer is sharing with you, Sumit, my counterpart from US or UK, they are saying that recession has come there. So I think they will be reduce their business out there. And think that I am selling this audio video conferencing services. Think that I am a part of Webex, Cisco, okay, instead of Zoom, and we are selling Webex. Or think that I am working in Zoom, we are selling these Zoom services to the corporates. It can happen. So if business is down, they are not doing these Zoom video calls in between India and US office, because business is down there. The number of usage will go less. Now in that case, number of licenses will be required less. Now, if that is the case, customer is sharing the threat or certain information to me as a salesperson, as I am maintaining the relationship with the customer, okay, in advance, what is going to happen maybe 5 months down the line here in India. So if that is the case, then we can understand, we can gauge that what is the risk it is going to happen. And that can be passed to the top management, and top management can have a better planning for the sake of sales or the company. So many things it can be identified. So the moment I say the sales planning, one word comes on, one thought process comes in our mind, that sales planning means how we are going to make the sales. That is true. That we'll have in subsequent things, how, what are the steps and all. But the eventually sales planning is important for the overall organization to give all these points, sense of direction, okay, then implementation of corporate plan, then to understand the realistic objectives, um, improving collaboration and the coordination in between sales team and the top management, improving the healthy relationship in between the sales personnel, and also to identify if there is uncertainty and the risk is going to come in future. Many things are important, right?